Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? This is Tim with Tim's On Demand. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Guys, come on in. You know what today is, right? Today is my favorite day. It is Love Thursdays. Love Thursdays, guys. This is my favorite time of the day. Now, Monday through Wednesday, I put you guys through, serious commentary, give you my opinions, my personal thoughts and opinions. Just let you guys vibe with me on Monday through Wednesday. But today is a day off from that because it is Love Thursdays. And in the words of John Witherspoon, with me drinking out of that purple cup here, as he always said, and may he rest in peace. Don't let nobody know what's in your cup. Yeah, boy. You know. And, he passed away 2019, right? A year before the pandemic. And I think he did a show. Was it a Thursday evening, Thursday night? And he passed away in his bed. Man, at least he passed away doing what he wanted to do, right? But anyway, guys, with that being said, I want to thank you guys very, very much for rocking with me, riding with me, and we're going to start the show. Today's show, and go ahead and sit down, guys. Today's show on Love Thursday is trying to win that person over. That's right. Trying to get that person to come see things your way and come on into my life, whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter, right? So how do we do that, guys? That's the question. Well, I can give you my opinion, my personal opinion for life experiences for a guy that's 45 and older, right? Because I have so much life experiences. Can't you see this little gray right here? And I got to tell you, 15, 20 years ago, your boy was out there, freshly divorced. Hell, 10 years ago, I was out there. And, when you're a man in your 30s, especially, doing what you do, making life happen, making life work every single day of your life, making things happen, putting your right priorities in place, it's going to come to you. Now, right now, I'm just talking to the gentleman on the gentleman side of things. It's going to come to you guys when you focus on your purpose in life. I'm sure you've heard that before, but it is true. Focus on the most important and main thing in life, and then that way you will get your just due. You will get what you deserve in life. Don't worry about anything else. Just focus on your life at first, okay? Just focus on your life at first, guys, and then everything else will fall into place, okay? That's the main thing that you have to put in your mental mind, okay? Because no matter what a woman says, she wants you to lead, even though they try to play this strong, independent, no matter what race there are, not just black women, but white women, Hispanic, whatever. In the end of the day, whether the woman's black, white, Hispanic, other, mixed, whatever race they are, they want you to lead and be in charge, even if it's a subconscious thing. They want you to lead and be in charge. So when you're on your purpose and when you're on your grind, it's going to show. Women have that third sense within them to know and grow. Now, listen, guys, this is where a lot of guys get confused at on YouTube and on the internet. These guys who are life coaches and so forth. Look, when a woman is seeking for a man who could provide, okay, there is a difference between What hypergamy, let me just say this, what hypergamy really meant, especially in a biblical sense, is that a person that they are comfortable submitting to, that's going to have what they need to survive. In other words, so back in those days, in the Jesus days and before, as long as you was able to trade, hunt, provide the warmth, clothing, housing, and you was able to help the family grow with basic stuff, not the bullshit, excuse my language. Not with all of the Rolls Royces and Mercedes and all the fancy, no. It was just a basic survival, hypergamy. So women came after the guy who was mentally strong as well as physically. People think it's a physical thing. No, you're mentally strong and you had put together a daily routine in your life where it was a survival thing. That's what hypergamy really mean. It don't mean greed, but people today thinks hypergamy is greed. That's not what hypergamy is. Greed is greed. Listen, if you're a guy, even if you're making 45, 50, 55, 60, 80, 85, 90, 100,000 a year, 45, 50 to 100,000 a year, okay? And you know how to manage your money correctly. Every now and then you work overtime. Sometimes you get a side hustle. And you, the most important thing, know how to manage your money right. Invest in little small things at a time. You are the correct hypergamous guy that the woman should be looking for. I'll say that again. No matter what salary that you are making, if you know how to manage your money, technically you are the hypergamous person that a woman should be seeking for. Now, I know in today's society that even though men would like their wives to stay at home, you know, it takes two to, you know, make the income, because these damn Democrats, excuse my language, I'm sorry, because I'm more Republican than anything, personally, because I think the Democrats do a bad job, in my opinion. You know, in today's society where everything's went up for no reason, and a lot of that happened when the pandemic, you know, with apartments, I could say that, you know, had nothing to do really with the president or anything. It's just that, you know, people couldn't afford to pay their rent because they was out of work and so forth. But then, you know, now that everything's back on track, there's still no excuse for people overcharging for apartments and rental houses and so forth. A president can take care of that now, but of course they don't want to, because they don't give a damn. But anyway, especially this president, Biden, who I can't stand. Can't wait till his old ass get out, but I apologize. But anyway, if you start a job today, right? And you have your woman to start a job, make sure she has her own personal business job that she can possibly stay at home with, you know, work from home. Even if she works with a corporation, let her work remote from home. It's actually better that way, that she works in a position where she works from home, or a hybrid. Most of the time she's at home, and then every now and then she shows up at the office and so forth, right? Because you don't need that office politics, man. And you damn sure don't need a work husband at the job. Anytime you hear a woman say she got a work husband at a job, there's a problem there. There's a serious problem there. There's no damn such thing as a work husband. No, one husband. That's the man that you come home to every night. Now, let's switch it over to the other side. Ladies, ladies. We talked about the hypergamy with the men, right? We talked about what it takes and the true meaning of hypergamy, right? So let's talk about your situation and what you strive for and what you need to do in order to secure true love and that man that you long for in your heart. And I'm not talking about these asshole women out here who just want to use a guy for their money and then divorce him in 2 to 5 years. Y'all, get on. I'm talking about women who actually are serious about having a relationship, okay? Who seriously want to be married to a man, who seriously want to raise a family. Or if both of you guys already have kids and come together and y'all both single with kids, I ain't talking about guys, listen, I ain't talking about you guys who, who never had children. I'm talking about two people who are divorced or because of a situation where your spouse passed away or whatever, and you have children and you want to combine families together. Okay, this is what you ladies need to do. Whether you're single with no children or whatever your situation is, what you need to do is give that man a chance, and you need to work. If you see that this guy is a good person, okay, and a good catch, don't give him a damn hard time. Show him your humility. Show him your ability that I'm here to work with you and help you grow stronger as a man. I'm here to help you as a helpmeet. I'm here to help provide for you in your situation because I love you. And I want us to grow old and die together. And with the kids that we do have, whether it's together or the kids that we have, let's work it out whereas we can have a will for these children so they can grow a legacy. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about with that. So let's say if the man, he has children from a prior relationship, even if the child is grown, and the woman has it too, even if her children is grown. They don't necessarily have to be underage, guys, okay? And the kids are out of the household, and you two guys come together, and you have an agreement, and you love each other, right? So, yes, it's only fair that both do have a legacy to give to their children. But you have to come together and say, okay, I'm not just providing for my kids and don't worry about his kids. It's got to be a mutual thing down the line in case something happened to both of you guys. If both of you unfortunately get killed in a car accident or plane, heaven forbids that happens. But in the real world, if something happened to both of you guys and both of you are, one spouse passes away, that money is allocated to all the children from both parties, okay, a percentage. And make sure you grow with investments. If you don't know what you're doing, you get with somebody who know what the hell they're doing, okay? Or you seek and seek and seek. And I'm going to tell you, Fidelity is a good company that work with its customers. Merrill Lynch is another good company, okay? But Fidelity is a great company to start your portfolio with, okay? And also Chase is a good company to start your mutual fund. Now, I follow Richard Fain. I think this brother is really good with finances. He was in the banking industry for 25 years, I think. And I watch his show every day, and he talks about Webull and so forth. So check out Mr. Richard Fain. I really, really appreciate him. I think he does a good job. So I would check out somebody like a Richard Fain, Fain. He's a great YouTuber. I've been following him since my son hooked me up on his platform back in 2021. So check out Richard Fain. He subscribe to his channel. He keeps it real, guys. Ex NFL football player, but just a great commentary, and I'm learning from him. And I'm about to purchase some Webull accounts myself, and I'm gonna send him an email, and he's gonna send you a free thing to help you get an account. And he's up front. He let you know. He said, "Listen, don't fall for scams or none of that stuff, but you got to watch his whole commentary from the beginning to the end." But like I said, if you want to do this on your own, I know Fidelity is a great company to do investment with. Merrill Lynch is awesome. JP Morgan Chase is awesome. Those three companies are awesome, guys. They're awesome to the T to do wealth building with, okay? So just go ahead and give yourself a chance and check those companies out. But the most important thing is this, and I had to bring investments and finances into it because, you know, we live in a world today, guys, where we have to be real, you know. Emotions and talking to that person is the first step, okay? Agreeing how you're going to live your life and how it's going to go is another. Then once you get closer and you guys decide to get married, if you have kids, you want to, even if you don't have kids, you have to get investments in place for retirement and send a legacy if you have kids, okay? Or family members or anybody that's relevant for you to pass down your legacy to, okay? Especially in today's world, guys. You know, guys, my parents been together way before I was born. I want to say about 60 years now, this year, 2024. Or it could have been last year, 2023, I'm not sure. I have to talk with my dad. They had my older brother who passed away in 2009, who would have been, this year he would have been 60. They had me in I'm a 1970s, you know, child. I'm in my 50s. And, you know, it's just a beautiful thing, guys, you know. And life was so simple. They went to the courthouse to get married. My mom was an ex-peach, Georgia peach, mixed, black and white. Beautiful. That's where I get the good curly hair from. My dad was military army in the early 60s under the Kennedy administration. And he presented himself to her and she liked him. Didn't have to go to no $400, well, at that time, what would have been expensive, equivalent to today, what, $40, $50 dinner back then in the 60s? Would have been equivalent to like a $500 dinner today now. They shared hamburgers. They shared dollar hamburgers, 50-cent hamburgers back then. My mom did picnics because she truly loved him. Back then, women dressed, put on their Sunday dress, their best dress, baked pies and cakes that these women don't even have a clue to know what to do. Most of them, some of them do, don't even have a clue. And what they did, they had picnics. All in the 60s, guys, 70s. I would say 60s more than anything. And how I got my ex-wife in the early 90s, guys. In 93, 94. This is during a time where hip hop was out, R&B and pop, and Jodeci, everybody was still, if you like somebody, they still went to Taco Bell and all that. So it was still, I mean, Red Lobster was the restaurant because it was, and women understood no matter what race you were that was economy thing. Just as long as this guy's taking me out, he's showing me that he likes me. How simple is that? When you have a mother, excuse my language, when you have a woman today that sit up here and say you got to spend $200-300 in order to take her out today, you get away from her. You said, thank you, it was nice knowing you. You walk the hell away from her. Because if you dress casual and she's dressed casual and you want to take her out to somewhere decent, even if it's $20 a person, $15 a person on a dinner, and she just like being with you, that's the woman for you. Gentlemen, you heard what I said? That's the woman for you. Not these damn women that's talking about all this money you got to spend and, no. You walk away from her quickly because she's actually doing you a favor by showing you her hand. It's kind of like a card game, guys. Dating today is like a card game. You got to show your hands. But see, a lot of women today are just, they're not that bright. They're showing their hands. So actually, guys, it's more of an advantage for you because the women are not as smart hustlers as they were. You had hustling women in the 90s, in the early 2000s, but they didn't show your hand. They waited until you got into a meaningful relationship with them, and then they slowly show their hands. But these women today, a lot of these women are not that smart. They're showing their hands way before you even touch them. They're being transactional. And you ask the question, how did we as a society become so transactional? How did the women become so transactional today? And it's not like these women don't know between right and wrong. Even if they're 21, they know between right and wrong. These women ain't stupid. They know what to do. They know what the right thing to do. Don't let nobody fool you. You don't have to. And I see people that's trying to tell these women, look, this is what you're not supposed. Older, the older generation that's 35 and older. Even women that's on the men's side, you don't have to go through that. These women know what they're doing. But the thing is that in order for men and women in society today to come together, men just got to walk away. Don't be rude. Just walk away. Say, it's nice knowing you, but you're not my type. Move on. I don't care how big her ass is. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care if she got a nice, shapely little petite body. If you're like that, I'm into petite women. Very much so. I'm a leg and feet guy. I love women with nice legs and feet. I love that. I'm a leg guy. So I like slender women. I do. It's not that I won't date a thicker woman, but I prefer a woman that's petite. And I like women with nice legs, long legs. I love that. Oh, that's really feminine. I love a feminine woman. That just, oh man, for me. And guys, you gotta sit back, and ladies too, and you gotta look at the whole overall picture of this person. All right? Not, not so much as what they can do for you, but how would this relationship, I mean, yes, that's important, but how would this relationship play out in the future? Is this person patient? What's going on? And I would have to say, guys, really, don't be in a hurry to get married, unfortunately, today. Now, it is a good idea if you don't have kids, gentlemen, to marry a woman that's 21 to 30 or 21 to 27 because they're younger in their prime. And, unfortunately, when women get in their 30s, because there's a short process of time, ladies, that you got to have these babies. Otherwise, when you start turning 35 and older, you start having problems. God meant for you guys to have the babies when you're younger, okay? Especially in your 20s. It is what it is. But you got to really vet people in a proper way. Yes, it's important what they can do for you, but you got to look at the overall picture, not just what that person can provide and do for you, not, gentlemen, what she's going to be a help me, but you got to look at her psyche and what's going on besides uh, one process of if she's looking good, which is important, and seeing if she's going to follow my lead. What kind of personality, what kind of person is she truly is. And it works the same way, ladies, on the flip side. Is this guy's going to be a strong leader for me? All right, guys. I had a good topic for you guys. I want you guys to think about what I just said. Of course, this is my favorite day of the week. Love Thursdays. And just do your research a little bit more and sit back and meditate on what I said, right? Tomorrow's another day. It's Dress Now Friday, so we're going to have fun. And like I said, throughout this whole 2 weeks, I'm going to make this thing a lot of fun. It's just that right now, I'm just learning and writing down my idea of what the show is going to be like, the new show. But anyway, guys, thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. I accidentally hit not off the record button, and I had to hit it back, put it back on again. But thank you very, very much for riding with me, guys. And remember, if this channel is for you, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that like button, hit that notification button. That way you know when new content is being presented to you. Also share with like-minded people like yourself, okay? And remember, I'm not just Tim, but I am Tim's On Demand. Oh my, yes sir and yes ma'am. All right guys, go ahead and let yourself out. Go on now. Make sure you pull that door too. Also guys, I'm going to catch you on a new one. And think about what I said, okay? But in the meantime, you have a fantastic afternoon, evening, and a good night. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.